Alright, we're back in Hobbiton Zoo, people. Welcome to this, probably my biggest build ever in Hobbiton Zoo, if not in entire Planet Zoo story of me building stuff here. Yes, you heard correct. So in the last video of Hobbiton, I did mention that I would like to try out building Tower of the Moon. Yes, so that is legit what we're doing today, guys. I am doing a little speed build here, not super crazy, but in the meantime I would like to tell you guys a little bit about what's gonna happen to this area here, which you have seen me build on and off on stream, and then you saw a little bit of some speed build videos on the channel past month. Yes, that is exactly what we're doing. While I'm talking here, guys, you are gonna see a little bit of screenshots of what I'm actually talking about here, because a lot of you might know this as Minas Morgul, a lot of the Rings nerd talk here, which is where like Gollum get tortured, and this is where Sam and Frodo and Gollum are climbing the mountain right next to it, where they see the big army marching on. But at the movie it's very dark, right? It's very dark. But before Minas Morgul you had Minas Ithil, which were literally what we're building today. So the Tower of Moon is sort of a landmark of here. You have seen it in the movies. It's just on another term, another word, another name. So that is literally what we're trying to do. There are a lot of different visions, a lot of different how do you say? Well, I guess visions on how this looks in general, and that's also why you will see me post a little bit of screenshots in the background here, guys, so you can sort of see how many different visions there is around this build. And I kind of took the whole concept of the game, where is it, Shadow of War, I think it is. You can correct me if I'm wrong. If it's not that, then it's the other one though. But when I did play it, I was like, I need to build this tower in Hobbiton Zoo. And it also gives us a lot of depth, it gives us a nice skyline, it gives so freaking many things to this zoo here. And it also just makes a perfect composition of everything around Minas Ithil here, which I really like. Just the entire concept of how this is ending, it's just super nice. So you will, as I said, you will see on screenshots here where I took some inspiration from and etc. And trust me, it was not an easy build. Like there's a little bit of cuts here and there, but it was definitely not an easy build, because the angles, and you know, building in Planet Zoo, and if you just destroy the angle a little, then everything fucks up. Right, that's pretty much how this game works. But if we just have patience and we're stubborn and we just build it nicely and without any hassle, I think you got it, and you just need to do that, and then eventually everything will come together nicely. So here, what's funny about this is that it is literally layer on layer on layer on layer on layer. Like, it is quite crazy how many layers I add to this tower here, but all the layers also makes this build look so nice, like for real. So as you know that the amphitheater has the elephants, right? And then on the left side of this building, I was thinking about making like some sort of maybe for monkeys or some stuff, like right next to this, and where we can put some of the siege towers, maybe some cages, like make it a little bit destroyed and stuff, where like the monkeys are sort of overtaking the space. I don't know if I will do that on stream or if I will do a speed build of that, but that is sort of what I'm thinking about, of adding of animals in here besides the elephants, because I don't want too many things in here, but I still want some people to roam around and check out the entire area here, because it really looks nice, especially when you walk from the bottom and then you see this tall ass building all of a sudden skyrocketing in the air. But it just does something to it, and you guys will see in the cinematics afterwards. So yeah, so pretty much here, as I say, guys, just trying to build this Tower of Moon as I saw it in the game. and it really just turns out super nice. And I felt this has to be a speed build for you guys to see. And I also have a little bit of surprises and teasers by the end of the video if you stay. There will be some cinematics of some of the things you haven't seen me build. There is like a Lake Town area. There is the Great Hall. There's the Golden Hall. There's a lot of things that I've been building off screen, guys. Well, not entirely, but on stream. And then there's a lot of videos that hasn't really been made. But let's try to do something about that, right? So I am going to like the 4th layer here now, where I literally tried to make a custom kind of sort of arch, but with a, how do you say this, with like something that goes above or beyond the trim pieces of the first tower. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind here. So like one thing could literally screw everything up, right? So I had to build this like in a proper way. So as I said, no stress. I was literally having pictures on the side of me here, so I didn't like fuck anything up, and everything just, I wanted just to everything looks superb here. The tower itself has a little bit of things that clips through each other, but you don't really see it from people perspective. So I was like, you know what, those things that I can avoid redoing, I will, because yeah, there's not really any reason to do that, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much how Minas Ithil is gonna be. I think literally I'm gonna add that habitat I was just talking about, and then I'm gonna of course surround this tower here with some houses, maybe a little bit of, you know, foliage, maybe some shops, maybe even some exhibits. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll even get a new DLC soon, freaking soon I hope, because they're delayed. It's not good, guys. Let's complain, no. But hopefully very soon we will get a DLC, which will bring us some new animals that I hopefully can add into our zoo here. This zoo has, I don't even know, guys. This zoo has taken, it's taken a turn here. We were literally only supposed to build Rivendell and the Shire, and one thing took another. We got new animals, we got new pieces, and I want to try out the pieces, and here we are. We are in year 381 exactly. I don't even remember building in play for that long. But has to be done, guys. So a lot of people have told me that they want me to build a lot more like another tower. You know which tower it is I'm talking about. Yes, people want me to build that so it kind of gives this super nice composition and depth. But I am not in that way yet at all. I still need to go back and fix Lake Town, because that area is going to be amazing when it's done, I guarantee. We need to do a lot of interior work. There's some buildings that are just completely empty, and then we have some gaps here and there. So like there's still tons of stuff to do, and we also need lighting, lots of stuff. And I also want to build a lonely mountain next to Lake Town, right? So I try to stop with this, but every time someone says, hey, why don't you build this? And then I go in and look at it and I'll be like, you know what, this is actually doable to build, you know? So yeah, so there we have it. So after I built this, these towers here and all the layers, I was about to make the extension of the, not the inner circle, but the outer circle. Is that a thing? I guess. Well, it is today. Where we're gonna build this, and then we're gonna try build it a little bit taller than the midsection here, so we get like these sort of, I guess, towers, but not really. But as soon as I add those, though, they add so much detail to this build here. It is insane. I did cut out a little bit of stuff where I turn it around, because that's kind of boring. But when I first built this and I saw it afterwards, I was like, damn, this actually gonna turn out to look exactly like the Tower of the Moon itself. Here and there's still some flaws, right? But you know, it all can be smooth and clean. But I do really like what I achieved here today, though. I also only do detail the three first side. Like this side you're looking at right now are the building, or the sides that I'm detailing, because you don't really see the other side. And I kind of wanted to make a video and kind of wanted to do all the things off camera and just, you know, without any hassle, while I'm kind of building the monkey habitat that we're gonna have next to this building here. Yes, so a lot of stuff has been happening in Hobbiton Zoo, guys. Like, legit, there's constantly new areas getting built, new buildings. I honestly don't even think that the Shire is done yet. Like, Rivendell we postponed because we started with so many other areas. But Rivendell is sort of done. Like, there's not a lot of things we can do to Rivendell anymore besides minor detailing. Or some interior pieces here and there. But in general, nah. That's also why I'm taking a little bit of a chill. And the Shire is literally just whenever we feel like building something that has to be Hobbit-ish, like cutesy sort of thing. Like habitats, all kind of stuff. It can be a lot of things. And as I said, there are some things that I cut out, and there's also a few things that I forgot to record. I did recently just did a completely reinstall of my Windows because my computer was giving me a hard time, but it seems to be fixed now. So there's a lot of things that just needs to get the hang of it again, but didn't lose anything, so that's nice. I backed up my stuff, which I recommend everyone do, not even just because of that, just literally just every time you build or you build something big, like 2 or 3 days of session, you know, like it's worth a shot to go in and do a backup. I've also been reading a lot of people in Discords lately that has been saving over their old files, and that's just like something you want to avoid as much as possible. So yeah, that's definitely something to reconsider, guys, whenever you have finished something. But in the meantime here, you're seeing me add a little bit of shutters, a little bit of windows to kind of like get that feeling that you can actually look through it here. And I am obviously just turning this around and adding it on each pillar here. So we actually have windows each side. And it actually looks super nice wherever you look from it. I'm just really happy for this build, guys. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff I've been working around and try to fix and try to get like, because some of these are not completely accurate, they're not samey, so like all buildings and etc. will eventually look nice. This is still somewhat of a rough thing. As you can see, I'm starting slowly to add details here and there, but it is very, very like still somewhat half done. I don't want to say it's done because it's not, and I don't want that. So literally me just struggling, trying to find ways to get some more detailing here. I do add my own detailing here and there and just trying to make it pop up a little bit more. Because here there's not a lot of detailing on these like grass areas. There's a little bit of foliage, and you actually don't really see as much on how they are used. So I assume it's a little garden-ish they can walk up and sit and stand on and, you know, enjoy the view. And that's just literally what I do. I was struggling a lot to find a door here, as you can see. But after that, it slowly got together and I could just duplicate this guy and just add him all the way around this entire building here. And it's the same I do with the windows, literally everything. And I also try to make the videos a little bit, how do you say, slow. So it's not that crazy speed. So maybe it will be a little bit more watchable for some of you guys. But literally I did just use a lot of the plaster pieces. Then I used the pieces from the Yarrow pack. You can see the shutters, the hedges, and that's literally the pieces I've used on this build. It doesn't take a lot of pieces to get here, literally. Well, piece count wise, yes. But to get a nice feeling and like a nice build, you can literally just use 2 or 3 pieces to get that vibe you want, which I literally did here. So it's pretty cool, guys. I am super satisfied with the build, and like I didn't even know I had this in me, that I actually, if I took the time and actually just tried, that I could actually do this. Because I've always looked at these towers and I've been like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever to do, man. But then of course we do have the 360 method, where we can legit just build one segment and turn it around, so we get this sort of nice circle. So just adding a little bit of detailing here and there, guys, as you know it. Trying to make this building look a little bit nice, so it's just not completely plain. And since this is a city in war, like this is a city in war, that's also why we have the siege towers, the cages, the open cages too, where we are pretending that there's supposed to be some crazy animals in there, right? So I'm trying to make everything to make sense, even though, like, if you walk around the zoo, they will not be like story based on where you go to. That's a mess. I can admit that. Like how the entire zoo is walking around and like the layout and stuff, it's a big mess. But you still have some signage, you will still have somewhat of a layout where you can go literally around the zoo without actually seeing the same thing twice. That's the goal I was trying to do, and I'm kind of happy with the end result there. So just adding a little bit of towers here, a little bit of extra wall, trying to just see how things are gonna look. These towers are not done either. As you can see, there's like a big hole on the sides there that I need to go in and fix at some point as well. But besides that, everything is slowly coming together now, guys. I am also not entirely sure what I want to do here. Maybe I'll add some houses around it, which would be super cool. Get some more traffic going on here, some more people roaming, maybe some shops. I think that would be kind of nice, to be fair. I also do this stairway here. I was trying to like fixing it to make it feel like, well, there are like more options available for you to where you want to go. And eventually I will also detail this with a lot more clutter. Maybe some siege towers too, maybe a little bit of war-based things. We'll see what the new pack will be. Maybe we'll get some animals that will work perfect for this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a DLC very soon. When? But I don't know, but soon? Yes. Let's hope that Frontier are working hard to provide us with some more new content, guys, because I need it. I need it. Alright? True story. True story. But anyways, we are slowly getting here to the end, guys. So, I hope you liked the video, enjoy the cinematics. There are a little bit of stuff, so stay tuned for all of it. And take care, stay awesome, guys. Join the Discord, all things are down below. And let me hear what you think. Have a great day. Bye, peeps. Bye-bye.